Welcome to Enchanted Tarot. This is for the sign of Pisces. It is a general reading. That being said, it may or may not resonate with you. If it doesn't sound like it's your story, check your other placements. Your messages could be there. Now, this could be your energy or it could be the other person's. It feels like everything was going along and then whoop, you hit an obstacle. The obstacle most likely is because of a wound, but it is temporary. It is happening for a reason because fate has blocked this path temporarily until somebody does this. So they have to do this, which is this shadow work. It is looking at that which is burdening them with the cross because they were wounded here clearly, and they covered it with a bandage hoping it would go away, but it doesn't, and it keeps coming back to haunt them and is really affecting their life, not to mention this relationship. So it's time to remove the band-aid for whomever this is for, you or them, and look at that wound so that this relationship can progress and move forward, because this old wound is causing trust issues here between the two of you, or it was, it could be that one of you is not sure if you can count on the other person. Again, that comes down to trust issues. It's why the snake is here. They're not sure they can count on them. They're not sure they can trust them. Well, if I give in to this temptation and I take their hand and I take their offer, well, they're just going to betray me down the road. This is how this person's mind functions, and it's because this wound was never dealt with. It was just covered up. So it's that wound that's talking. And so it's necessary now to go inward and take care of this, do this shadow work. Once that is done, once that healing begins there, then this can the path here will become unblocked. So somebody is very focused on always what can go wrong. There's too much water. There's too much emotion here that is blocking the view. And that emotion, all that water is being stirred up by the subconscious mind. It is being stirred up by this wound that's been tucked away in the shadows. And so it's been a series of disappointments in this person's life. They find themselves in a dark place. It's like they can't proceed until they look at this. It's because of this, these series of disappointments and heartbreak has happened to them. It's because they were running from from looking at this, possibly because it was they found it too painful or too hard to look at. And so now you see here she is, the Queen of Cups, and she's holding a cup and she's removed the lid. So she has to go in now and look. There's something she's not seeing within her own cup that is blocking her from moving forward here in this Chariot. You see, blocking her from seeing that it wasn't moving or why it wasn't moving. Okay, the Sphinx are laying down. Their eyes are closed. And the charioteer's eyes are also closed. And so there's something definitely she wasn't seeing, and she had to put her gaze inward to find it, or has to, depending where this person is in the energy. But uh, so she's been living in this dark place. Um, So she's missing information, and it is causing her all of this emotional and mental turmoil. But this is happening to make her realize that she can no longer run from this. She can no longer put this off, you know. Um, it's time. She's very conflicted. She or he, this person, really, this battle is long over, but they're sitting stubbornly here, um, not wanting to look in that direction. So they're still in choppy waters, but uh, but there's hope with the Seven of Swords here. There's hope um, for something that died because of this to come back to life. But in order to make that happen, they must look at it. So, I mean, they're looking back here at what they could stand to lose if they don't do this thing that they've been, avoiding. Change is necessary. They must look back at the past. It's time to lay it all out on the table, is what Judgment is saying. Because if you don't, you will see a tower, another tower in the future. So for you or them, it's time, because this tower hasn't happened yet. So it's a warning here to look back at the errors of the past. What decisions did you make that landed you in the current situation that you're in? Look back, find the error, and then you will know what you need to do or how to move forward. This reading has a lot of towers in it, but they don't mean bad. It's how you're going to change things. And how you're going to change things is uh, is changing a negative mindset to a positive one, in going back and looking at this wound. That is going to help, uh, instead of focusing on the tiny little details of what could possibly go wrong in this relationship. You need to take a you need to look at the bigger picture. In looking at the bigger picture, you will see it's like you will get the lay of the land. This person is up in a tower. She's got a bird up here and a butterfly. So it's like this larger view sets you free, seeing the bigger picture. And the bigger picture, and once you do, it's like everything changes really, really fast, you or they. Something you need to get something off your chest. You or they need to share some information that you've been carrying for a long time. It's written right here. in these images that you've been carrying for a long time in that trunk, you need to share it with your partner. And yes, even though maybe you're not talking, maybe you've had this upset, you are still a couple. You're being shown still as a couple. So, and everything at this point here will become clear with the sun. You got the sun here. It's like, so somebody's been holding on to something and now they get this wake-up call. It's right here. Death is creeping up behind this person holding on to those coins. So they get this wake-up call, and now, and here it is in the Hangman, they've had help, and now they know what to do or what they must do to save this relationship. So the sun shines on this red flag, okay? That red flag is here. It's what you've been carrying. It's what you've been carrying, you or they, in that trunk for all this time. That's the red flag. And now you need to peel off that Band-Aid and look at it and assess its value. What has it done for you to carry that? What has it done for you except bring you more grief? That's what it's done for you. It's time to let it go. You or they, whoever this is, because this is something that's been going on for quite some time. And so now the healing can begin. The caduceus is here. And maybe instead of thinking what could go wrong, start thinking about what could go right. I mean, these things you've been carrying for a long time would have created a pattern of thinking. So try thinking positive instead of negative. Even once you find that wound and you assess it for its value, you cut it out, you're still going to have to learn how to think positive again, to get rid of, because there's fallout from that. So you have to get rid of that fallout, and the fallout is how it affected your thinking, how it affected your emotions. So instead of thinking what could go wrong, start thinking about what could go right. Your final message. Somebody's missing you. It's time to reach out and share your burden. There's a helping hand, definitely a shoulder to cry on. So, letting it out and talking about it also it is going to help heal you. And you have somebody here who's willing to listen. Somebody here who loves you. That is what I have for you. I thank you for watching, for liking, and for sharing my videos, and for subscribing. Also, thank you to everyone who has sent in a donation. It is greatly appreciated. Many blessings to all of you.